Hello everyone and welcome to the first lesson in kinematics. In today's lesson, we first define physical quantity, then we proceed into differentiating base and derived units. And of course, along the way, we will have lots of examples. Physics is a study of matter and its motion, so this involves a lot of measuring. Now, the things that we want to measure and quantify are what we call the physical quantities. Let's go right away to an example. Here we have motion of a car. Suppose this car moves from point A to point B and it covers some distance here. One thing that we can measure is the distance. Say for example, the distance here is 20 meters. What else? You can also have the time. The time it took for the car to travel the 20 meters, let's say 4 seconds. What else do you have in mind? Good, we have speed. Speed is distance over time, so for this case we have 5 meters per second. Okay, now let's look onto these measurements. On the left hand side here we have the physical quantities, and on the right side we have the measurements. Now look closely at the measurements. Each has a number, see, 20, 4, 5, and a letter beside it which we call unit. So we have m, s, and meter per second. So basically, in physical quantities, the measurement is a combination of a number and a unit. Please explain more the difference of physical quantities and units. Okay, so let's have another example then. Calling LeBron James. Let's say we want to measure LeBron James' height. So the thing that we want to measure is the physical quantity, and for that case, our physical quantity is height. The measurement of the height can actually be expressed in many possible ways. We can have a combination of the feet inches style, like 6 feet 8 inches, or we can write it as 80 inches, or we can have it in meters, 2.032 meters. So you may ask, what unit should we use? So let me share to you the system of units that is widely used in the scientific community. It's what we call the International System of Units, or in short, SI units. SI, which is from the French term System International. In the system of units, we have the base units and the derived units. Base units are just like what we have in the periodic table of elements in chemistry. From these base units, you can form all other units. So, we have a mnemonic for this base elements. MKK, scam. MKK, scam. So that's easier to remember. And we only have 7 base units. And so, M is an abbreviation for meter. And that is a unit of length. K, there's actually no K, it's actually kg, kilogram, and is a unit of mass. We have here the capital letter K for Kelvin, and it's a unit of temperature. And do you know what S is? Good. This is for second, which is a unit for time. In your current level, you will mostly use these 4 base units: meter, kilogram, Kelvin, and second. CD is for candela, and that is a unit of luminous intensity. A, take note that this is capital letter A, which is for ampere, and is a unit of current, and not M, but this is mole. Mole is the unit for the amount of substance. Okay, so again, these are our base units. M, K, K, scam. So other units in SI are called the derived units, which are combinations of any of these base units. Again, these are the 7 base units from which everything else can be made. So, just like our example earlier, we had the speed. The unit for speed is meter per second. So, it's a combination of the unit of length, m, and the unit of time, s. Another example is area. So, the unit for area is meter square. We also have force. The unit for force is kilogram meter per second squared. And as you go along with your physics class and deal with different physical quantities, you'll be exposed to the different derived units as well. So that ends our lesson, so please take note of these keywords. Physical quantities are the ones that we measure. In the measurements, we use the units. The widely used set of units is the SI unit. And in SI unit, we have the base units and the derived units. And for the base units, we have the mnemonic MKK SCAM. Okay, and some food for thought. Never stop learning, because life never stops teaching.